Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. So in this one here, I wanted to talk about episode 9 a little bit and give my final thoughts on a few things here that happened in the episode, because there's certain things that we haven't really focused on, and this will be my last video, I think, for the week on episode 9. And then starting tomorrow going forward, we'll really just focus on episode 10, and we'll break down that trailer even more. We'll talk about certain scenes. Now, I will say, first of all, I mean, this video will contain spoilers for episode 9, so I hope you guys are aware of that. This video won't contain spoilers for episode 10, which I know may seem really weird to say, but spoilers are out there right now for episode 10. I don't know how it happens. Honestly, I really have no idea how it happens. It must be the people who are getting the episodes early. I don't know. Somehow it's happening, right? Like somehow these leaks are coming out. And so I just wanted to warn you guys to sort of stay away from that. I don't read that stuff. I stay away from it completely. And the one thing that actually does help, I think, is if you're on Twitter, I think you're able to mute like the Walking Dead spoilers or hashtag Walking Dead or TWD spoilers or whatever. And like, if people want to talk about it, you're not going to see it, right? And so, yeah, it is something that is definitely very frustrating. You know, obviously, I do understand a certain element to reading spoilers and wanting to find out things, because it's really like you're tempting people's willpower, I think. Like, you know, as soon as you know there's spoilers out, people are going to want to know what happens, because it's like, well, instead of waiting until Sunday, I can just read it now and I'll find out, and maybe I'll still get that same satisfaction. And the thing is, you don't. You actually really don't. Like, you might think you are, but when you watch the episodes are never going to be the same. And you might think it's the same. You might still think that you're still enjoying the same thing, but it's not like it was in the old days. And that's something that I've learned. Like, I remember reading spoilers for like season 6. This was a long time ago. And I remember just feeling like, well, you know, it's okay if I know this one thing happens, because I'll watch the episode and I'll be expecting it. Well, it definitely changed a lot. It changed the story a lot. And even throughout the last like 4 years, 4 or 5 years or whatever, since season 6, like for the most part, I've stayed away from the majority of spoilers, but there have been little things that I will see because people will comment things. People will try to like at me on Twitter or somewhere else. And like, it's hard. Honestly, it is hard to stay away from it, but I definitely, like, I've trained myself to just completely avoid it. I haven't seen a single thing yet for episode 10. I'm not going to. I didn't see anything for episode 9, and I'm going to continue it that way, because the thing is, one of these days, I mean, coming up very soon, the last episode is going to get spoiled. And that is something that man. Anyways, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent here. I just wanted to let you guys know that they're out there right now, so just stay away from them. I'm not going to tell you guys where to find them, but if you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, definitely go do so. We're going to be doing, I think we're going to be playing Phasmophobia. I just finished playing some Dying Light 2. So I do want to continue with that, because I'm almost a third way. Yeah, I'm a third done the game. And then I also want to do The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I'm basically trying to get a lot of these things done. Mostly, I guess, Dying Light 2 done before Elden Ring comes out. And so we're going to be doing a lot of gaming on there. But not more than that, though. We're actually going to be doing some Walking Dead content, breaking down some trailers, and I guess, you know, reviews and stuff for episodes. This Saturday night, so going into Sunday, we're actually going to be doing a live stream on there, if you haven't heard, where you guys will be able to hear my reaction to the first time watching episode 10. And we're going to be doing that every single week. So definitely, if you're interested in that, if you're interested in joining the stream and you know, and I guess taking part in the conversation and whatnot, I definitely hope to see you guys there. The link is down below. It's the Twitch name is Appetite for the Dead. But yeah, I have a couple things here that I wanted to talk about. First of all, I wanted to talk about the ending scene, because I think the ending scene, I don't want to talk about what it means or anything like that, because I think we've talked about that enough. What I actually want to sort of, I guess, tackle here is just the reason why. Why choose to do a 6-month time jump right there? Well, I really think, I mean, I watched the episode Insider on AMC Plus from Angela Kang, and really the decision was more of like teasing what's to come in the future and sort of have this really cool transition, have this like really crazy, refreshing scene that is sort of stunning to see just what it's like down the road. And I do think that was definitely really smart. And the reason why I think it's smart is because the Reaper arc, I think, really tainted The Walking Dead, right? I really feel like ever since the bonus episodes came out, The Walking Dead has sort of been in a situation where it just hasn't been that exciting. Like, honestly, it really just hasn't been too exciting. Like, there's been little things here and there where we'll try to get excited about this, but it's really felt so, I don't know, just stuck in the aftermath of the Whisperer War forever. Right, if you think about it, like we had to wait for the Whisper War to end for like 6 to 7 months to get the real season 10 finale, which is episode 16. And then we didn't get season 11 right away. We had to wait a whole year for season 11. We got those bonus episodes in between, which were just really bad, you know? Yeah, there were a couple good ones, but it still made it feel like we were stuck in the same place. The story didn't actually move any further, which was very, very frustrating. And then we get into season 11 and we just thought, well, we're going to get into the Commonwealth stuff right away. And we just never did. You know, they held back on so much. We didn't even get to meet Pamela Milton yet. We still haven't, but we are next episode, which is really cool. But it's definitely felt really slow for a very long time and very kind of boring. And the Reaper arc seemed exciting in the beginning. It seemed like, well, you know, this could be something really cool. It just ended up being incredibly boring and just really hollow. And I still don't understand the point of the arc. But that 6-month time jump at the very end of the episode made everything feel so exciting again. When you watch the trailer for episode 10, it just feels like, all right, this is where we're supposed to be, finally. You know, it actually feels like this is where the story should be. Whereas I think during the Reaper arc, it just sort of felt like, you know, we should have been here a year ago already. Like, why is this taking so long? I want to be at the Commonwealth. I want to be communicating with Pamela Milton, or seeing our characters communicating with Pamela Milton, etc. And so that's why I'm excited about that 6-month time jump. And that's why I think that scene at the very end was actually very, very crucial. Because I think if you don't have that scene and you just show our characters sort of, you know, I guess going to the Commonwealth, it doesn't really necessarily do that. I think the time jump specifically, you know, it adds that refresher. It really does. So yeah, I definitely, you know, after thinking about it a lot more, I definitely am like in full support of that 6-month time jump. I think it was needed, mostly because of the Reaper arc and stuff, right? Like, I think if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't that slow and all of that, I think maybe we could have gone to it much quicker. And then maybe a 6-month time jump at this point would feel a little off. But I'm actually really excited about all of it. I'm really excited to see where they're actually going to be going next and when exactly we're going to see this moment. My prediction is still like around episode 11, 12, or 13. 13 at the most. I don't think this is something from the season or part 2 finale, right? It's definitely much earlier. My prediction is like, I feel more right with saying episode 11, but I feel like it's a little bit too soon. So maybe like episode 12, maybe 13, like it's around there. That's just the general feeling I'm getting. To me, it can't be episodes 14, 15, or 16. Anyways, something else I wanted to mention, and it's something that, you know, a lot of people, I guess it was sort of one of the highlights of the episode, but because of the ending scene, no one's really talking about it. And that is Gabriel. Gabriel, at this point, I think in this episode, has definitely chosen his path now. And now I mean, you could argue he's done that already, but, you know, the decision he makes in here to kill that Reaper priest, it was something that I think he's going to regret in the future. And now I think he's basically chosen his path. And let's see where this goes. Because if you notice, when he actually saves Maggie, Negan, and Elijah and Daryl, you know, during that Reaper encounter, he says, "Call me Gabriel." He doesn't say, "Call me Father Gabriel." I believe earlier in the series, I think it was season 5 or 6, around there, he actually says, "Call me Father Gabriel." Here he says, "Call me Gabriel." So at this point, I feel like he's definitely lost his faith. Because that Reaper priest, to me, he actually seemed like a good guy. He actually seemed like he's just following his faith. And yeah, he's with the Reapers, but I legit think he's a good person. But Gabriel took him out because it's not Gabriel's reality anymore, you know? And afterwards, when he says, "I don't believe that," I think that line and the way he delivers it tells us that he's gone so far now. And he doesn't even trust the priest anymore, right? I think the true Gabriel would definitely, even if the Reaper priest was a bad guy, he would have let his guard down then. I think he would have given that priest the benefit of the doubt, and he didn't here. Yeah, Gabriel, I don't know where your story's going. I don't know if it means you're going to die at some point in the future. I don't even know where they're planning to go here with all of this. Like, why do this? They keep giving us these things here with the character, and I thought we were going to get a resolution to this at some point in season 10, but we still haven't yet. So maybe this is just sort of where he is. Maybe he just has lost his faith. We'll have to wait and see. It's an interesting little side story. I do hope, in a way, it results in his death, just because it kind of makes it worth it at this point. If it results in the end, you know, just for him to be like, yeah, you know what, I believe again, you know, I feel like that's, I don't know, that's not so exciting. It's not really worth the whole, you know, all of this. But anyways, Gabriel definitely right now is one of my favorite characters to watch. He's the most interesting character to watch, I think, on the show right now. So yeah, I'm definitely really excited for his story. Now, the last thing I also wanted to mention here is Negan. Negan is now entering a story that is going to be very, very exciting and very interesting because it's brand new. And the decision to leave, I think people are overlooking quite a bit because, again, it was that insane time jump at the end. Everyone's focused on that. But like, Negan deciding to leave is actually pretty crazy, because there's going to be I guess a reunion scene at some point in the next couple of episodes. I know it's stupid to call it a reunion, but if they do a 6-year time jump, we're going to see the characters show up, right? And then we're going to see Maggie's reaction to being reunited with him. And then what if Maggie, and I mentioned this before, but what if Maggie and Herschel are the ones who are, I guess, being helped by Negan's group, right? They might be really scared that Negan's just going to take him out, and then he might not. And maybe Negan even decides to, but then having a scene with Herschel or something changes that. So that's what I mean. I'm really excited, because I think that the relationship between Maggie and Negan could actually finally change here. And I think it's going to be because of, I guess a switch of the power dynamics here, right? Maggie's always had all the power and has just been the one who just, decided to not kill him because she couldn't really trust him. And I think now if Maggie's actually in a position where Negan has all the power and he's the one who just lets her go, and then, I think Maggie at that point is going to be like, wow, I guess he actually has changed. Okay. Because we know at some point Negan's going to be at the Commonwealth. So like how all of it's going to turn out is going to be very interesting. And yeah, I'm just really excited. Anyways, that was all episode 9. Really great episode. I look forward to episode 10. So post all your remaining thoughts on episode 9 and just your hopes for episode 10. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.